interestingly enough, a lot of things were going through my mind, and I take a lot of notes in BC, before Christ. I think I forgot how to write. But anyways, that's part of the transformation in Christ, right? Like, as a caveman, it's like, okay, start chiseling. I started with chiseling, and then... but the one thing that came into my mind was some of this seemingly chaos that erupted over the last few days. And I was in Home Depot when I got the urgent text, and I was having a bad morning. We are in the height of our season, and our season is spreading the word of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And along with that is the word of hope, right? In a world, and especially a country, that a lot of times, in my eyes, seems hopeless. And this might be an example of that, what is going on here. Because some people may think that once somebody goes down the wrong road, that they become hopeless. And interestingly enough, that's why on October 4th, 2011, I was going to take my own life. Because I thought I was hopeless. I was buying into what the world was putting into my ear. But it wasn't the world, it was the devil himself. So anyways, before I go on, the thing that keeps resonating in my mind sitting down there is just one. If we can just save one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right.
If we can just save one Scott Caraboolad.
Amen, brother.
Amen. On October 14th, 2011. So the second thing that came into my mind is a little story. And this one was the first major battle of my past that I had to live through, and it was 3 years ago. And the epicenter of Starboy's activity, that's my past life. I was an outlaw biker. I was against the grain. I was a drug addict. I was an alcoholic. I was sinner number one, right? And people ask me, well, what sin did you struggle with, Scott? And it's easy. All of them. What drug did you struggle with at the end? That's easy too. All of them. Right? It's not a matter of, what I didn't do. It's what I did in the world. And there's so much to tell, right? But this story just comes to mind because the epicenter of Starboy activity was illegal stunt bike riding. That's how we made money. That's what we did. That was part of my lifestyle. I was blind. I was ignorant. I was living this false life, and I thought I was a rock star, right? So, interestingly enough, that transpired in the late 90s from a point of, it started as I just wanted to ride a motorcycle. And I had this talent. Most of you got to witness that when we were here the last year. But here, it all started around Akron, Ohio. And one of the words from the article that was written, and once again, it was a just, and I thought it was a very beautiful article that covered both sides of the story, was profited. And then I looked at that word, I looked up the definition, and it said, obtain a financial advantage or benefit, especially from an investment. Obtaining an advantage or a benefit, right? And I just wonder, out of all that chaos, and not that some of that financial gain or the benefits or whatever may have, stuck out in the worldly gains that I had as that outlaw biker. But I wondered if I could have bottled October 4th, 2011. If I could have bottled when I was seconds away from taking my life, and all the misery that I profited from that lifestyle of lies, deceit, illegal activity, running from the cops, drugs, alcohol, addiction. If I could just hand that moment over to somebody, the seconds before I was going to end my life, they would have still thought I profited from anything I did in my past life. Did anything I do really get me anywhere further ahead in life? Or was it indeed getting this soul buried even further in the ground?
That's right. That's
So here I am, 3 years ago. We're trying to do an event, the only evangelistic event. I'm on fire for Christ. And for people that are believers, it's without a doubt, I believe you can see that.
Amen.
So I'm not here to, we're here to boost those that are in Christ, but that's not what we're really here for, right? We're here for that one. We're here for the 1 or 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 that are in lies, deceit, and darkness. So although we'll settle for one, I would like 10,000, but that's up to God, and it's up to God and us.
Amen.
So here, I find myself in this event. An FBI agent, gang task force, is sitting on my right side. A prosecutor for the city of Akron that used to chase me and hunt me down, right? And the FBI agent's like one of my best friends now in Christ. Said, oh, you better believe we had a file on the Star Boys. Because half my other crew was running drugs, they were in the all, you name it. I was going to come here with the rap sheet and throw it out on the table. But you can find it on the internet. So I don't even need to do that anymore. But here, we're at the chief of police from Akron Police Department, sitting right across from me. These buddies were trying to do an event, and they read my heart months before. Actually, 6 months before, this chief of police said, over my dead body, why I'll ever let Starboy Scott Caraboolad do a legal stunt show in my city. But because of what they were trying to do with this event, he had to be there. He was reluctant to even give me eye contact or shake my hand. And then Scott starts to pop, this and this and that. So, hey, sometimes that old Scott comes out of the closet, but he's sure to be stuffed back in.
Amen.
And I'm sitting across from the chief of police, Akron Police Department. All those videos you see online, that was Akron streets. All those videos I used to justify my actions. Well, at least we're not murdering and robbing banks. I never saw the fault in riding wheelies on the highways. I didn't. That's the devil. I didn't see the faults from drinking or abusing or not feeding my kids or paying the rent or doing whatever else either. I was blind, people. I was blind for half my life. And it was my fault. Don't get it wrong. But here, I'm sitting across from the chief of police. And you know what happens? God flooded all the chaos and the wrongdoings and everything that he was trying to stop into my heart and into my mind. And he melted me right in front of him. And you know what I said? I said, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I said, I'm so sorry for everything I ever did. I was wrong. I was dead wrong for every wheelie I ever rode illegally. And beyond that, that was just the fruit of the evil in my life. That's when the Holy Spirit entered that room, ladies and gentlemen.
Amen.
And that's when I truly saw the power of love take over. And love can defeat anything evil out there in major doses.
Amen.
And the same sheriff that said over my dead body, said he will do everything possible to block off that road and have that stunt show.
Hallelujah. Glory to God.
You see, in the end, it wasn't me. In the end, it'll never be me. And in the end, I'm fine with that. It's all Jesus all the time. I'm just that empty pizza box that says, hey Lord, fill this pizza box so that we can deliver Domino's style. So, once again, the healing in my life didn't start until I confessed my wrongdoings. And beyond willies on the street and a campaign of whatever it may have been negative, it was much greater than that, people. You ask my kids or my wife if they were worried about a t-shirt or a willy when their daddy was dying on the couch from sin addiction. Not drug addiction, sin addiction. You ask my baby boy when he wasn't getting fed because his daddy was such a drug addict, he wouldn't come out of the closet to feed him. If he was worried about what he did in the past other than today. Because that's what the devil wants to happen. And just like a man riding his motorcycle, you can't ride it looking in the past. You can't do anything. You can't cut your lawn looking behind you. Even if your wife says, hey, you missed the spot. You're like, what? That's the scheme of the devil. Focus on the past. And you know what I was talking to some people? If we're going to try to save anybody, the first thing we need to do is have them focus on the future, not the past, because the addiction always wants you to focus on the past. That is the reason why I was going to end my life. I was so focused on my past. Do you not think I don't know what I did?
True.
And standing here getting ready to take my life, you don't think I didn't want to take it all back. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything I've ever done. And I will remain to be sorry for everything I've ever done wrong. First and foremost, the one that I apologize is God. Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior. I am sorry. I am so sorry for not believing in you. For following money, drugs, sex, violence, illegal activities. But the profit from that type of life was death. In the end, everything that was forged in evil, whether it was money or success or fame or fortune, was used for evil. You better believe the money was. Every penny I made from any of that garbage that I put out went straight to trying to destroy me through drugs and alcohol. So did I truly profit from that life? No. But the one good thing that that lifestyle got me to was Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen.
Amen.
The worse it got, the worse it is out here, send him to us. Because that's why God saved us. That's why God saved me.
Amen.
Not to get in a suit and tie, even though I can, and I got some nice ones. But it's to reach the ones that the world says are hopeless. It's to reach the one that the world says are unreachable, unteachable. The ones sitting and rotting away in prisons. The ones that are in the schools committing the crimes and casting judgment against not just police, but everybody, including their parents and God. Those are the ones that we're after. And if we can just save one of them through all this, wouldn't that be worth the price of admission?
Amen.
The profits from our labor to save one. Now that's a profit I want to be involved in.
Amen.
At the end, I look at my beautiful family.
Amen.
And as I always say, they don't remember that monster that I used to be. They could care less about what I sold or what I did in the past. Especially when Daddy comes home tonight. My little record Ralph, he's 3 now, right? I got this, he kicked me in the middle of the night. We had a storm, and he was like, Daddy, Daddy, push. But he's waiting for me out home.
Amen.
And it's all because of Jesus Christ. The power of redemption, right? One of my favorite sayings is Christ the Redeemer. One of my favorite views is that, is a wheel where it's just, boom, open arms over the city. Christ the Redeemer. Right? The definition of redemption, I looked it up over there just because I wanted to get it right. And this is what it's about, right? Some people don't believe that such a man could be redeemed. Right? Some people believe that such a man can't be saved. Right? Some people, honestly, couldn't care less if I took my life back in 2011. Couldn't care less that my children would be mourning their father. That my wife had been widowing and struggling to survive. Because they don't believe in redemption. But we're not here to argue with them. We're not here to battle against them.
No.
We're here to love on them. Just like the love that Christ showed me sitting in front of that chief of police. Love going over that guy. I got his cell phone. We can call him. Hey, I'm talking about you. Right? That's only a story Jesus can write. And unfortunately, that's a story that mostly only believers can believe because it's so unbelievable. Right?
That's right.
So redemption is the act of saving or being saved from sin. Error, that's why I like even better, right? Because the world knows error. They don't want to admit sin. I was like, at my worst, I'm not sinning. What are you talking about? But I knew error or evil. I knew evil just as well. So redemption, the act of being saved. Saved from sin, error, or evil. What's saved? Definition, to deliver. Interesting enough, this is the one that came up when you looked up saved in Webster. To deliver of sin. I was like, wait, does this dictionary know I'm a Christian? Because that's pretty religious to me. To deliver of sin. The second one is to rescue or deliver from danger or harm. Right? What's deliverance? I know this one because that's what I preach about. I am not a recovering addict. I'm recovered. I am not Scott, the ex-addict, the ex-drug addict, the ex-illegal t-shirt selling guy, the illegal Willie guy. I'm not Scott, the horrible father. I'm not Scott, the horrible husband. I'm not Scott, I'm Scott, the alcoholic. No. I'm not Scott, the heroin addict. I can tell you are. I remember it at all. Yes, check. Well, that's Scott, the opioid, the pill popper. I'm Scott.
Amen.
A man that loves Jesus Christ.
Amen.
I was born in reflection of him, by the way. So the only one I do like to label myself as, I am Scott, salt, the light.
Yeah.
Right?
Amen.
There are some that I'll still accept. But delivered of evil is what we preach.
Yeah.
And it's one of the best prayers, right? In Our Father, and people just run over it every day. Blah, 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 I want to get out of church, I want to go back to, whatever. Deliverance of evil.
Yeah.
Delivery, right? And everybody knows what this one is, right? What is delivery? Well, it's when we order something on Amazon and it's in the wrong place, waiting for the right place, right? Which is your front porch, right? But the wrong place is in us, and the right place for it is in Christ.
Yeah.
Why? Because He finished it for you on the cross.
Amen.
When He died for our sins. So deliverance of evil is taking something that doesn't belong here and giving it to somebody that it belongs to. Him. So what are we here to do? A lot. Just an intro though, right? Just an intro to deliverance through Christ. Christ the Redeemer, The other one that I love the most, because it was never about those sins. It was never about the drugs or alcohol, and that's what the devil wants you to think. It's not about those t-shirts or the slogans or whatever. That's what the devil wants the world to think. It's much bigger than that. It's about a spiritual hole in my heart that I had as a non-believer. It's about the lack of relationship I had with our Creator and our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So it's not about that. And when I told Tim, I think it was 2 days after I had the meltdown in Home Depot. Oh no! I'm in plumbing. One thing I'm looking for a drain for a thing. Tim calls me, you gotta hit me back. Oh, the police are looking at your past. My past, what? Oh! I'm holding like a plunger, and everybody's like, you alright? Hey, there's that. Hey, stay away from that crazy Christian guy in aisle 3. He's got that Jesus shirt on, and then I caught my breath. Right? See, I still get my wind taken. It's like, running football, you get your wind knocked out of you, So that's actually, I'm used to that feeling right now. But there was a lot of other things going on. There was a reason why I'm holding plumbing things. I'm like, this is the last thing I need to deal with. But shortly after that, I went to prayer. And then the understanding came in. And then I realized, my God moves mountains. He moves mountains. And then, you know what? He also allows me to move my own mountains. He said that I can empower you to tell that mountain to just throw itself in the sea.
Yeah, amen.
And then he comes to me in the middle of the night and says, Scott, don't forget. Sometimes he calls me Scotty. Scotty, don't forget. I've already given you victory.
Hallelujah. Amen.
I'm like, oh, yeah, God. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. And that's when I woke up. I said, that beautiful experience last night. The Lord said, this battle's already been won.
Yes.
That battle. That battle. But the other battle that we need to focus on is the mission. Is the Hope Fest mission. Reaching our youth. And you know what? I know we have some stuff already on board, but I think we need more stuff. Maybe that's what this is about. More streets. More schools, more youth. Maybe that's the door, but that's the beautiful part about just being here and being along for the ride. And that's all that we really need to do in the end, right? And that's what I told Tim. He's already promised us victory if, Scotty, just show up. Show up tonight, show up in September, and then tell those that are interested in my son Jesus to also show up. And open the door. And speak through the heart to be that empty pizza box.
Amen.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. I'm more excited now about what's about to happen than I was. And it made perfect sense after I caught my breath in the aisle 3 and put down the plunger and walked away. And I called a couple of my elders at home, like, and they're like, this is great. This is great. When the devil tries to show up at his strongest, God will do his most work. Right? He said, yeah, right. All right, cool. And I go back and I got the plumbing and that all fixed up, so don't worry about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to be here. You know what? When we come here, it's just, it's only our second year, but the relationship and how it happens, you know what I mean? And just, I was telling my new partner in Christ, Tom, that just spoke beautifully. I'm like, oh no, what's he going to say? Tom did. And just the Lord working through him and coming and picking me up and helping me, get to point A to point B, or just helping a brother when he's down, Because the heartaches and headaches will never go away. And just like we confirmed, actually, the more heartache and headache, then usually the more fruit will come from this event.
Amen.
So we're excited to be here. We're in prayer. We appreciate everything. We're going to hang out for a little bit for questions and some answers. And I'm sure, Tim, towards this time of the year, last year, he's like every day he's calling me, and this happened, and this is going to happen, But you know what? Even if only one thing happens, that's what I said. Even if it's just one, right? Even if it's just one child in one of those schools, and those stories of what happened last year, they'll melt your heart if you haven't heard about it. But just one changes his or her course after that day, then it'll all be worth it. I love you guys. Thank you so much.